Hey guys, quick update from the cell phone. As you can see right there, and over on this side somewhere, right there. I bought some scales. I found some scales on Marketplace for a decent deal. I also bought some radios from them. As you guys saw in the last episode, I was talking about radios. I found a pretty nice set to get my team kind of fitted. And the guy was also selling scales, so I was like, you know what, I might as well buy it. I gotta learn how to set up the car myself, and hopefully I'll be able to teach y'all how to set up your car. But yeah, I ended up buying both, so I've got radios. He showed me how to use them. All I gotta do is get a mic for my helmet, and then I got scales, so that's where we're at. So yeah.
2 days later.
Well, y'all, we came to test today. As you can see, we're on the cell phone, so kind of impromptu on everything. It downpoured almost right after we got into the track. We were about to unload, but then it poured. I mean, I'm sitting in, I mean, look at that. That's easily like an inch of rain on this asphalt. So we were gonna test, but now we can't. The track's rained out. We're gonna get in here and kind of rip some laps. I was really excited, but thought we were gonna have a test video. May not, we might will. We're gonna try and work some things, but yeah, sometimes it's the adversity you hit when you're trying to do stuff, but everything happens for a reason. You know, either God wills it, he does it, or allows it to happen, and I don't know which one this is, but we're just gonna trust it and go on to the next. So I prefer the front one because it's a little bit different, but also, I mean, on these cars, where else are you gonna get sizing that big, especially on the side of the car when you're advertising? Like, if you look on the other side, we're stuck to like stuff that big, whereas that one I can block it off as a line here, somebody's website here, and another logo mid-size, and that's like peak viewing for doing laps by people. And then I've got the big one on the back, whereas this one, you kind of get the front placed, you get this kind of square here, which is alright. But then to try and sneak something underneath this 50J is just kind of, and I'd prefer that number to be bigger to look good on it. And with it front push forward, it kind of looks different. It rained out today, so we're stuck doing numbers and decals and weights. No, media day.
Who's calling that shit? The way I feel right now, I feel like we need to be all alone. So if you just playing around, you need to tell your girl, take a fine ass home.
2 weeks later.
What's up? Cell phone footage again. We're out at the track. It's sunny out, so we were blessed in that aspect as far as compared to last time, I guess. But now we were kind of attacked in another aspect. The car, I've got it charging right now, but I'm probably gonna have to go get a new battery. It's just not wanting to start. Ironically, it started when it rained, and now it doesn't want to start while it's sunny out and ready to go to the track. We put it on scales, as you can see in here. We put it on scales and everything and got it to where it's legal as far as cross weight, rear weight, and ride height. And something else. There's something else in there, but I ended up printing the whole rule book, and we've been going through that. But the car should be legal now, but right as we were getting ready to go run out to get the first laps, it doesn't want to start, so.
Two days later.
sweaty. A little tomatoey.
Shout out the future wife.
So, give me the rundown.
Hold on, I got a strip.
Yeah, boy.
My, I can't hear. I'm probably gonna go buy some earbuds because I was gonna use the speakers built into the helmet, but I mean I can't hear, so I don't know how safe that is. I can hear bits and pieces, but if I need someone in my ear the whole time, it's probably no bueno. Arms dead. It's a good thing. Ooh wee, I'm out of breath. I play college football and I'm this bent out of shape. That's an arm workout. Like my arms are cooked. I can't even hold them up. Hold on, cut that. I need a second. I'm out of breath, dude. I'm out of breath, dude. That car is a handful. I'm not gonna lie. Like I knew on iRacing, you feel it a little bit, and it's a lot more free, I guess, of the rear end than like other cars, like mods and SKs and stuff on iRacing. Road course, this thing, I eat this up on road course. I don't know how I feel on road course with it now. Like I thought I had some confidence from like karting back in the day or something, but no, like, I don't know, it's just a handful. But it's crazy how much brake power it has though, but I mean, it weighs nothing. So I get that. I was very easy on the brakes when I first started going and I started throwing it in there. And I don't know what it is with this car. I haven't done anything to the brakes, but it feels like the left side bites a little bit quicker than the right, to where it pulls you in a little bit quicker. So that was interesting. A lot of power. It's really loud. I kind of want to get one of those Legends Car Italy mufflers so the exhaust is behind me so I can hear. But yeah, it's I don't know, it's a blast. So we're gonna do a little track walk and see where I was at. I didn't spin it, I didn't lock up, I didn't put it in the wall, and I ran a time, I guess that's a second behind what's competitive here. So first time in the car on track, going through the gears, and I thought a lot more would go wrong. We ran into a fuel pump issue before we even got out, so that was scary because I thought I wasted a whole day coming out here, but we figured it out. Shout out my dad, you know. He may not be a race car driver like all these famous NASCAR guys, but he comes in clutch, so that's what dads are for, right?
I only stalled it twice.
Yeah, right, I only stalled it twice. I thought I was gonna stall it more, but only twice is pretty solid for coming from, it's sort of a track prep FRS. It's capable, I should say, but I haven't prepped it in a minute, so coming from a car like that with a very snappy dry clutch to a wet clutch is different. But what's cool with these cars is they're freaking sequential, so you can just blip it and just jam it in there. So that was really fun. That was very satisfying. Yeah, man, I'm beat. I don't know how many laps I did. I lost count. So
that last session was 15 laps.
15?
Last session.
I gotta do 25. I don't know how these guys do 250 laps, bro. What the heck?
What? While Devin does the track walk with his dad, I'm gonna brag on him for a minute. That was awesome. First time in the car, couldn't even hear us to get any kind of constructive criticism. He figured it out all on his own. Picked up a solid 8 seconds from when he went out the first time to when he brought it in. Finished at a 22.2, I believe it was. And competitive here, I think, is like a 20 or a 21, something like that. Super, super proud of him. Look how cool. Get the icon. Shout out the Catholics. But yeah, overall, super, super successful day. Really hopeful that he can race on Saturday because that was freaking awesome.
Hey guys, it's Devin. I'm joined by Jade, the girlfriend, the camera woman, and spotter, driver coach, everything else in between. We're going to talk from her perspective, and I'm going to give a little bit of context for what y'all just watched in this episode. This is my first time in the car. I was getting used to the clutch. They use a wet clutch versus a dry clutch that you find in your typical like street car. So that's a little weird. I'm still learning what it does, but I think you can kind of just leave it there for a second and it gradually goes. And then I was learning the gears. You can kind of just blip the throttle and put it in there. And then the brakes are really responsive in these cars. So it took me about 10, 20 laps to get really used to the car.
Yeah, the first 10, 20 laps of you tiptoeing it around the track.
Yeah. But slowly gained some confidence in the car and ended up putting down some decent lap times. So I guess what did you notice on the progression there as to how it went?
It's funny because as I was coaching, I say coaching, I know nothing about cars, but as I was telling you and as your dad was telling you, you couldn't, come to find out, hindsight, you couldn't hear a word we were saying.
No.
And so it was funny because as we were telling you stuff, and like just as an example, coming into 1 and 2, you were letting off the gas so early and just cruising into the corner. You were losing so much time on entry. And I go on the radio, I'm like, dive bomb it, dude. Just get in. Don't lift until you get to me. And I was standing at a certain point. And you, like 2 laps later, did that exact same thing. And I was like, I'm a genius. Like, all this years of being at the racetrack has paid off. And then in hindsight, you couldn't even hear me. So it was cool that sense to be like, hey, on my side, that I kind of knew what I was talking about a little bit. That was cool. But then to see you figuring it out on your own and seeing you go from 10 seconds off pace lap times where I'm standing there going, oh no, what did we just get ourselves into, to competitive times that could potentially be the pole.
Yeah.
So that was in the span of 50, 60 laps, figuring all that out for your first time ever in the race car.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
So the progression of how it kind of went was I got out in the car for the first 10 to 20 laps, was really just getting adjusted to the car. So going through the gears, I was revving it up, getting used to what it feels like full throttle in a lower gear, and then also getting really heavy on the brakes, seeing if I can lock it up, and I wasn't able to lock it up. So I was a little nervous on that side, but I also couldn't really get the car loose when I was turning left, but like turning right, if I got on the gas, I could swing it if I really wanted to. So I was really getting used to those pieces and what the physics feel like and the sounds.
Stagger.
Yeah, all that. And the sounds is what really took me by surprise, because in the Legends car, you're sitting there, it's all metal rattling around you, and then on top of that, you've got the exhaust shooting off 2 feet outside of your door. I was really just gaining confidence and really pushing to how deep I can get into the corner. And I still think I've got another 10 feet going into 1 and going into 3 that I could really push it to. It's just finding the trust. And the last thing I wanted to do was my first time in the car, you know, absolutely destroy it or whatever. But
Let it roll.
so to wrap this up, what we've got coming up in a couple weeks or so is we're working on getting my sim up and running. I'm hoping on streaming soon and doing some content with that and seeing how I can use that for training. We might be getting out for another test session. I'm gonna try and bring your dad out. Shout out Bert. If y'all don't know, Bert Myers, he's a big time modified driver, big NASCAR regional guy. So this guy knows his way around an oval, to say the least. He ran Cup Series for a couple races, and his whole family is just rooted in NASCAR. So y'all can look him up.
His whole family.
Your whole family.
My whole family.
Yeah. See what he can teach me as far as in the car, outside the car, and all that. Granted, this isn't a modified, so I don't know how much he can teach me specifically about the Legends car, but when it comes to putting down a fast lap, he does have a lot of pole awards from Bowman Gray and many other tracks. So I did post a schedule, so go to our social media. So see anything Tsegaye Motorsports on Facebook, Instagram.
Tsegaye, Tsegaye.
So it looks like our first race will be August 29th, Caraway, North Carolina. So if y'all are in the area, come out, come support. That'd be great. Let me know if you're coming. It'll be the first one, first time at an oval course in any type of race. I will get earbuds before then so I can actually hear who's talking to me and not cause a wreck. So that's on the horizon.
I'm going to be your spotter.
Yeah, we'll see about that one.
Actually, I'm going to be your spotter.
Whoa, Landon.
Clear low, dude.